What if our failures weren't sins, but signals? What if they were movements of consciousness pointing something out to us? The Torah doesn't speak of sins. It speaks of misalignment. Chet is not evil. It is veering off course. Avon is inner distortion in perception that makes us see reality crookedly. Pesha is crossing an inner boundary without listening to the consequence. None of this breaks the essence, or stains the soul, or destroys the spark. The only thing affected is the connection. What if all these errors are part of a plan our soul signs before coming here? How should we face it? Not with punishment or shame or with self-attack, but with awareness. Modern and old sages agree on something essential. Resistance prolongs conflict. Guilt makes pain chronic, but loving recognition transforms. Kabbalah said it in other words. Correction doesn't happen when you blame yourself, but when you recognize the misalignment and choose to return. It's not about eliminating error, but about shortening the distance between error and return. The sooner we release self-accusation, the faster consciousness opens. The more we choose love over judgment, the higher we vibrate. True spiritual work is not never falling. It is not getting trapped in the fall. It is moving toward recognition, connection, self-forgiveness, and compassion. Because every time we return consciously, consciousness expands. Every return raises the level. Inner reconciliation opens a new state. Every act of love toward oneself restores the vessel. Perhaps the error exists not as a flaw in the system, but as the engine of awakening. Perhaps the Creator does not experience through our perfections, but through our conscious choices after forgetting. Perhaps the Creator is not looking at us expecting perfection, but presence. The Creator is not expecting us never to fall, but to recognize ourselves even on the ground. Perhaps every Chet, every Avon, every Pesha is not a failure of the plan, but the exact point where the light silently asks, "Will you remember me now?" And when we return, not out of fear or guilt or obligation, but out of love, something sacred happens. We do not return to the same place. We return more conscious, more divine, because return is not a step backward. It is an expansion. Perhaps that's why our sages said long ago, the place of one who stumbles and returns with an open heart. The Baal Teshuvah cannot be occupied by one who never forgot, because there, in that gentle return, the infinite recognizes itself through us. So don't judge yourself when you forget. Don't hide when you miss the mark. Don't punish yourself when you make a mistake. Don't break yourself when you fall. Just ask yourself tenderly, am I already returning? Because in the moment you choose to return to love, the covenant is fulfilled, the light is revealed, and you remember, even if only for a second, who you have always been.